First off, thank you, and I'd like to be the first to welcome you to the JHJ School of Business. My name is Ron Brown. I'm the Executive Director of Recruitment and Retention here. We've got a couple of things we want to discuss with you today to kind of help assist you in getting acclimated to the School of Business, to show you how to be successful in your academic career. How was the orientation over at the university? Was it long? Was it boring? It was? All right, we're going to try to shake that up a little bit. Today we're only going to talk for about an hour, but tomorrow we're going to be back here at about 8 o'clock to, I think it's 4 o'clock, 3 or 4 o'clock. And we've got some activities and some things to kind of discuss with you to kind of get you involved and engaged to be prepared, all right? This morning we're going to introduce you to, let me ask you, who do you think are some of the most important people in your academic journey? Who? You were playing, but you're right. Yourself? Who else? Faculty? Who else? Anybody else? That's it? Yourself and faculty? Who? Advisors. What are advisors? What purpose do advisors serve? Are you looking for a job? That's exactly it. Academic advisors are going to be some of the most important people throughout your academic journey here. They're going to be the ones that help you identify what you want to do in your career path. They're going to be the ones that help you identify what courses you need to take. And sometimes if you just need a shoulder to lean on, someone to talk to, that's what they're here for. All right? So this morning we're going to introduce you to the academic advisors. We're going to introduce you to our associate deans here. We're going to introduce you to some of our faculty that are here also. And again, we're all here to support you, to ensure you get what you need to be successful. We're also going to do a little bit of role playing here too. So that should be interesting, to say the least. But if I could, let me go ahead and get the associate deans to stand up and just kind of wave their hands. We've got Dr. Srinivasa. We've got Dr. Bruce Berger back here in the back. And these are going to be names that are going to be important to you also throughout your academic journey. We also have Dr. Bryce and Dr. Rickball, who are the chairs, or the department chairs here at the School of Business as well. All right. We have our academic advisors here in the back. If you would stand, please. We've got Miss Arnisha Romeo and Miss Clara Wiley, who will be very instrumental in your success moving forward. And again, I'm Ron Brown, and again, you'll see my face and you'll hear my name quite a bit, and I'm going to be the one who's going to be putting my foot in your butt when you don't do what you need to do, all right? Let's start off with Miss Arnisha Romeo. You've got a presentation you'd like to share with this group. We get a round of applause for Miss Romeo for this one.
How are y'all doing this morning? Some of y'all have probably already met me, and I have registered some of y'all for some of your classes. And some of y'all, this is y'all first time seeing me. But I'm Arnisha Romeo. I'm an academic advisor here. I'm also a graduate from Texas Southern University, so I have sat where y'all are sitting currently. Today I'm going to talk to y'all about taking advantage of your academic advisor. As previously said, what is an academic advisor? So you will see us a lot. So we will be here your whole 4 years. We're going to be involved in all your business as far as academic advising. So as soon as Mr. Kenneth pull up my PowerPoint, we can go ahead and get started. Thank you so much. Can everyone hear me? Because I know I talk loud. I talk very loud. Everyone can hear me? So the topic is taking care of your advantage of your academic advisor, which is me and Ms. Wiley. Your personal commitment to us is 4 years. We're offering 4 years. We're going to register you for 15 credit hours and make sure that you graduate within 4 years. Your academic advising goals, we are here to assist in your development of your educational goals and are consistent with their career paths. We help with career goals. We just make sure that you receive all the courses that you need in order to graduate. As a student, you will develop decision-making skills, understanding the principles and proficiency in the use of logical reasoning and problem solving. You also develop knowledge about your educational goals and career plans. You also get educational resources, and you become familiar with the university's rules and requirements. So that's your role. Every time you come to me, make sure you know something about your degree plan. Know that you take 15 hours, how you would like your schedule, university dates as far as early registration as well. So what does all that mean? And why is academic advising important? It helps you to navigate through the TSU system. It also adjusts to your schedule and making sure that it fits your needs. Also, planning your degree and life after college. And if you plan on getting a master's degree, if you plan on getting your doctorate, if I major in management, what type of jobs can I get? So that's why academic advising is important to you, and you know your schedule better than we do. So every situation is unique. No one person's situation is the same. So if you're a first-time freshman, continuing student, every situation is different. Life happens, things change, situations happen. So you just make sure that everything that happens, we are aware and we can work with you. Okay, as a freshman or even as a transfer student, we suggest that you meet with your academic advisor 3 to 4 times per semester to discuss planning, registering, just making sure that you know your degree plan. Also, pre-semester, this is early registration, and also spring, summer, and fall classes. We make sure that y'all have that planned out. Also, you meet with your advisor for other issues as far as career planning, internships, things like that as well. Where are we located? We are located actually next door in JHJ, the building that you are currently in room 117. We are open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Okay. What you can do to be successful in your college path. Form a pack. When we say form a pack, tutoring. You get with other people that are in your same major, and one may be good at math. You get with that group, get with that person who knows math. One may be good at science. Maybe one may be good at accounting. You learn the Cornell system taking notes. You will learn that in freshman seminar. Using flashcards. Attend tutoring. We offer free tutoring even on Saturdays from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m. Rewrite your class notes so you can understand it. Also, you visit with your professors for extra assistance. So if you have questions or didn't understand something in class, you are more than welcome to go to the professor and get some understanding as well. Now, when you came here, you're probably in May, June, or July, you learned about the course catalog, which this is it. It has everything that you need to know about the university as far as rules, regulations. Your course catalog also has your degree plan in it. So it tells you what courses you have to take. It also gives you a description of the classes. So you can just look in the book and reference from that as well. Also, we have a course selection bulletin. You can actually go online and look at the times and the days of the week for the classes. And you don't necessarily have a printout of it, but it's online and it's available for you to view at any time. This is a sample degree plan. No, it's not a business degree plan, but it's an example. This is College of Psychology. What they have, 15 semesters, 15 per semester for the first year, second year, your third year, up to your 4 years here. So each semester you will take 15 credit hours, which consists of your core, your business classes, and all that. Also, take advantage of our valuable resources, and as an academic advisor, we can give you those references and resources as well. Where the dean of students, and the dean's office is located. The career planning and placement, counseling. We also have a disability student services that is located in the student health center, and also the library, because we have students that go here and do not know where the library is. So does everyone know where the library is? Okay. It's right next door to the education building where you were earlier today. Sawyer is right next door. So they also offer resources where you can get ebooks. If you can't afford your books, they have something called ebooks. And also sometimes the professors even put the books on reserve so you can check those books out if you cannot afford your books. See, it's valuable resources that if you don't know where to go, ask. And also we have computer labs and we have a tutoring center. The tutoring center is located in Fairchild in room 134. They're open all day long up till 9 o'clock at night, Monday through Friday, and on Saturdays and Saturdays they're open on from 10 to 2. So see you at graduation and go Tigers.
Thank you, Ms. Romeo. Hey, Ms. Romeo touched on something that in our presentation I thought was very important. And this young man over here also, he touched on it as well. What's the most critical piece in your success moving forward? Not all at once, guys. It's going to be you. Here at the JHJ School of Business, we believe in student accountability. Well, we're going to ensure you get what you need to be successful, both academically and, concerning the school, the skill set you need to be successful in the real world. You have to take it upon yourself to ensure that you show up to class, to ensure that you study, and you're going to hear this today, you're going to hear this tomorrow, and you're going to hear this throughout your academic career. I've often attended a lot of sessions where they tell you to look to your left and look to your right. Half of these people aren't going to be here. Well, that's a very true statement. But what we're trying to do here is to ensure that when you look to your left and you look to your right, that everybody is here. Usually when you look at some of the data, almost 50% of the incoming freshman class are gone by their sophomore year. It's because they don't read, they don't study, they don't do what it takes to be successful. And if you could wake that young man up behind you in the green shirt right there. Yeah, I'm gonna point you out. Because this is serious. If you made the decision to come here to go to school, you need to take this serious. Okay? Next, I think we've got some time for Dr. Iqbal and Dr. Bryce to come up and say a few words. Of Dr. Iqbal, if you want to start off. Oh, I don't know.
Good morning. My name is Iqbal, Professor Iqbal. I'm the chair of the Department of Accounting and Finance. Let's see if I have this presentation here. Okay, I'm going to just talk. In the business program, there are 5 areas: accounting, finance, management, marketing, and MIS. So to run a business, you need to have a background in these 5 areas. In the School of Business, we have 2 departments: Department of Accounting and Finance and Business Administration. In the Department of Accounting and Finance, we offer 2 degrees, 2 undergraduate degrees, BBA in Accounting and BBA in Finance. And both degrees require that you complete 120 hours. Okay? In 120 hours, you need to have 63 hours of university's foundation courses, where you take your history courses, political science, all those. Then after you complete those, you come to the School of Business, and you will be taking 30 hours of business foundation courses, okay, such as you need to know about the principles of accounting. You need to know how businesses do transactions, how to report those transactions on the financial statements so that investors can determine what you have done last year. So accountants will do that. And then you have to do your taxes and examine the books. So if you get a degree in accounting, you should be ending up in that area working for, let's say, a corporation, maybe become a public accountant, or work for PwC or Deloitte. That's the accounting area. If you get a degree in finance, you will have background to have careers in financial services industries, such as banking, such as securities companies, stock. You will be you know about stock market, Dow Jones, how to analyze a company's financial statements. So accounting and finance is mainly about financials of a company, mainly about preparing you for a career in financial services. After you complete your degree, we have an MBA program here that is geared towards CPA. So those of you who complete your BBA in accounting can do your 150 hours to become eligible for CPA. Okay. Overall, in our programs, we make sure that we do a lot of presentations so that you develop your presentation skills. You will be doing a lot of PowerPoints. You will be writing reports, so that will improve your writing skill. You will be using technology, Excel, and other software that we have, that we have in the School of Business. And also, we want to make sure that you develop your analytical skill. You read current events, know about what's going on outside, about Dow Jones stock market going up and down, why. So those kind of things, we do in the classrooms as well as outside of the classrooms. We have student organizations here in the School of Business. I would like for you to participate, become members of the organization. And also, one piece of advice, when you take classes, please make sure that you take the classes in proper sequence. So your first semester class will be BADM 101, Intro to Business class. The last class you will take will be the business policy class, where you put everything together and provide an overall broader overview of a business. Okay, so please take the courses in right sequence. Understand the prerequisites. You have to take your accounting principles classes first before you sign up for the intermediate. All right, take the auditing class in the last semester. So know the sequencing. Okay, don't wait until the last minute to take the courses, and if you do that, that will delay your graduation. Okay, so please understand the curriculum, know your degree plan, know what courses you have to take in which order. Okay, so that you can graduate on time. Okay. Do you have any questions for me? Anybody have any questions for me? Okay, thank you. Yeah, you have a question.
You was about to bring up the business administration before you started talking about the financing.
Business administration, Jeff can talk about it. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, how you doing today? My name is Jeff Bryce. I am the department chair for the Department of Business Administration. Department of Business Administration is the largest department in the School of Business, and actually it's the largest department on campus. A lot of students come to college because they want to do something in business, so this is where they come. My office is upstairs on the 3rd floor. You see my phone number. It's 326, and you can stop by anytime. You'll need an appointment or anything. How is my job relevant to you? I mean, I do a lot of things, so I just kind of put a few things up here that that let you know how I can be of service to you. My first part of my job is I work with students. Okay, so if you have a need for something, let's say that you need a class at a certain time, or you need some, you can't get a schedule because the classes aren't working out or whatever. You need to come and see me, because one of my duties is that I schedule the courses. I also schedule the faculty to teach the courses. Let's say that there's something going on in the classroom that you're not comfortable with, and you want to talk to somebody about it. If you have a complaint or something, you feel like you weren't treated right, well then you come and see me. I'm the first person that you need to talk to about that, and then I'll generally intercede and see if we can work something out with the faculty member or whoever on campus. General advising. I also do some career advising. A lot of time, well, you're freshmen now, most of you, and you're not really, you think you might know what you want to do, but you're not really sure. That's something you need to talk with somebody about, so we can iron it out, so you don't waste time taking classes you don't really need. And then whatever else comes up, you know, if there's. Now, the young lady was interested in knowing what my department consists of. I have three main majors in my department. First is the major of management. Management deals with controlling people, processes, projects, or whole businesses. And you see somebody who's an entrepreneur, that's the person who's a manager. Okay. Management is the most popular major on. Yeah, I think it's the most popular major on campus, but it's a generalized major. So if you know you want to do something in business, a lot of people choose management. Sometimes that's the right choice, sometimes it's not. And that's something that you need to come and talk to me about. Marketing, it's a process of communicating value communicating the value of a product or service to customers. In other words, you're the people who convince folks to buy something. Okay, so you can you can work in either say advertising or promotions, things of that nature. Management information systems. These are the individuals that manage the interface of people with technology. You manage the technology function, in other words. How's that going to be, how's it going to be most beneficial to you? Yeah, that's a pretty good synopsis. I'm trying to do it quickly because I have a meeting. But, that's a pretty good synopsis of the majors in my department. Now, are you in the right major? I mean, do they have you pick a major as a freshman? Do you know yet? You don't know? Yeah. Well, they used to. I don't know if they still do it now. A lot of times, people pick marketing and management. They know what the words mean, but they don't know if that's really their interest. Well, you're all interested in business, all right? Okay. Well, that we can start there. Well, there's three perspectives you need to be aware of and to know that you're actually making the right career choice. Now I'm just doing some general career advice, right? One perspective is that you should choose what interests you. I mean, you're in business, so I take it that something business interests you. That might be you might be interested in working as a part of a department or running your own business one day. So that's a very valid thing. See, that's my favorite. I think people should do what they want to do, but there has to be a demand for it. Okay. Second perspective is that you can choose what the market needs. And I'll show you some slides, a slide or two about, what's actually in demand. And then choose what helps people the most. I mean, a lot of folks get into business and then they go into, they open up nonprofits. They try to solve, the problems of feeding people, housing people, the homeless, affordable housing, things of that nature. That's a very, that is a business concern, but it's something that actually helps people. So if you're interested in that, then that might be something that, that might be how you want to focus your career. Okay, but if let's say you choose what interests you, but there's really no market demand, well, that might not be the best thing for you if you want to feed your family, take care of yourself. So neither one of these are actually like the best thing. It's actually a little bit of a mix of all three of them. So what are the areas of opportunity? Well, in business, can you see that? Yeah. In business, these are well, I just did some basic research. These are the 10 most well, I don't want to say profitable, but these are some of the best positions that you want to focus your career on. Now, not all of them you reside in my department. Okay, this is for overall business. So, say financial controller. That's in you'll be pursuing a financial degree if you're going to pursue that. The median pay for that position is $82,000 a year, so it's decent. It's a decent salary. Well, the next one under that is project manager for construction company. Construction is a specialized business, specialized skill, but it's general management stuff. So you can get a management degree, intern or work in construction, and attain that job that pays right about the same thing as a financial controller. Operations manager is another general management thing. Senior financial analyst comes out under that's under the finance controller. That's in the mid-70s. CPA, which is in Dr. Iqbal's department, is about $74,000. Generalized marketing manager, $73,000 on down. But I'll just do the rest since I started them. Operations manager as a part of a department but not running it, set about $72,500. Human resources manager, which is a general management function, about $67,000 or so a year. An accounting manager, which is lower on the scale of accounting, about $67,000 a year. And then senior accountant, about $61,000 a year. You see a lot of those are you know, it's all spread around. But those are like some areas of the 10 best opportunities to start, you know, focusing your career on now. But there's a disconnect because, you know, even though these might be the maybe the 10 best to go for, but what do people actually do? Well, now let's look at it by popularity. Okay, the number one job position that people in college pursue is, well, they end up with it, is office manager. Office manager is not a very well-paid position. It's $43,000 on the average, and that's not to start. That's, you know, once you're in the career. So it's a lot. You know, it's about half of what, you know, the top jobs were for the 10 most popular. But if you just want to generalize, you know, lower level management, that's what you should do. The human resources manager is next popular. Specialized skills, pays a lot more, $6,000 to $7,000, and on down. I mean, you see retail store manager, that's about $50,000. So if you know, working at the mall and, you know, you want to keep doing that after you get a degree and want to manage those stores, this is about what you're going to get. It's not the greatest salary in the world, but if that is what makes you happy, then that, you know, that's just what you should expect. I have a degree in my department called Management Information Systems, which is a technology one. So I was doing business research, so it didn't really come up in the other scale. But you see, business analyst IT, that's an MIS position. That pays about $80,000 a year, which is on the high side of some of the other ones. So MIS is a technical field. So if you're interested in computers and business, then that might be where you should go, because you can be paid very well doing that. So when I was asking, you know, are you in the right major? Are you looking at the right thing? Consider these things. It's not just what interests you or what it pays or what's in demand. It's really a combination of both. You pick something that you can live with long term. Does that make sense? But anytime you want to talk about, you know, your career, because I don't do a lot of academic advice, anytime you want to talk about your career, I'm at 326, Jeff Bryce, Department of Business Administration. Thank you.
You guys like his voice? Smooth. Hey, real quick, if we could, our dean has come in. Dr. Ronald Johnson, the dean of the JHJ School of Business, come in, and he'd like to say a few words before we go on to our next presenter. If you would. Get a round of applause for Dean Johnson.
Good morning and welcome to the JHJ School of Business. I have been here for a few minutes, and I realize that either you guys are worn out from the early orientation or y'all all dead. So I'm going to ask you to do one thing. Everybody raise your hands, and just very briefly, let's do an arm dance. All right, to sort of wake up, get the blood rolling, flowing, get the brain cells going. Okay. Now, I just once again say welcome to you. You're in for really a treat. The beginning of your experience at the business school focuses on empowerment. It focuses on helping you identify the challenges that you have, and they're not just some challenges in the classroom. These challenges happen outside of the classroom that affect your performance in the classroom. And so we have a coaching and counseling center that is designed really for you to actually excel, for you to be able to rise above your circumstances and be as successful as you believe you can be. And so I wanted to come in to introduce this segment, and Dr. Barbara Allen is, I believe, up next. Is that correct? Yes. And but also to get the blood flowing, guaranteed that when she finishes, either you're going to have no pulse or your heart is going to be going like this. And so, Dr. Allen.
All right, now, the woman who kind of helps keep us all together. One of the things that we focus on here, again, we look at the holistic part of what we do and how we support our students. And this morning, we've talked about the academic side thus far. Well, Dr. Allen is here. This is the first time I've been to a place that has an on-site counselor here within the building to help address that personal side. And without further ado, Dr. Barbara Allen.
Thank you, Dr. Brown. Thank you. With all of the students we have in here, now I know y'all can do better than that for me. Come on, y'all. All right. How many of you know free at last, free at last? I want us all to say that together. Come on. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we're free at last. We didn't do too good on that. Let's do it again. Come on. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we're free at last. Well, good morning, and what are you going to do with your freedom? Now that you're away from home and you don't have people to say don't do this and don't do that, and you have to come in at a certain time, and you don't want to do that. So we're wondering, what are you going to do with your freedom? One of the first things I want to tell you about Texas Southern University is we don't have nightclubs here. That's not why you came here. We don't have brothels here. That's not why you came here. You came here to matriculate for 4 years to get an education. We have that here for you. Let's put our hands together for that. What is this? Oreo. I want everybody in the room to tell me, what is it?
Oreo.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. These are Oreo cookies. How many of you have eaten an Oreo cookie? You haven't eaten one? You ate one, okay. Okay. Look at Texas Southern as an Oreo cookie. Well, Dr. Allen, how can that be? It is. Every class you take here, you pay $900 for that class. Now that's this part of the Oreo cookie. $900 for the class. Got that? Y'all got that? Okay. The inside that's white is you. You're the consumer. You're the student. You paid the $900 for the class. Now on the other side, this here side, these are the professors. They have been paid by Texas Southern to teach you. Okay? Oreo cookie. Now, if you have 43 days in a semester and you decide you only want to go to class for 11 out of 43, every time you miss a class, you are throwing away on the sidewalks of this campus $22.71. Would you go in a grocery store and give the clerk a $20 bill? You buy $5 worth of groceries, and you say, keep the change, I don't want it. I don't think so. I know I wouldn't do that. Okay? I just wouldn't do that. Why would students come to Texas Southern University and decide, I'm too sleepy to get up? Every time you are too sleepy to get up and go to your class, you are throwing away $22.71. You've already paid for the classes. Not one professor in this building or on this campus will call you and say, Tanisha, it's time for you to get up, come to class. This is very different from high school. You have a responsibility here to take care of yourself, to use common sense, and to make sure that you're making very, very wise decisions. It's very, very important for you to remember that I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you because you are the generation that's coming up behind me. And I want to make sure that you are putting out everything that I need and my children and my grandchildren and all the other people in the world need by your contribution to what you're going to be doing here at Texas Southern University. There's a rumor that goes around this campus and all campuses, oh, the freshman year I can go to school and I can have a good time. Au contraire, that isn't true. Let me tell you about your freshman year. Your freshman year is like building a house. You have to have a geologist to tell you if the ground is stable enough to hold the foundation of your house. If you don't do that, there is a law that says you have to, but if you don't do it and you begin to build your house, the sands will shift. You have to have a firm foundation of whatever you do. Even I did not come in here this morning unprepared. I couldn't wait to get in here. I just couldn't wait. I said, Dr. Brown, you go up and introduce me. He said, well, the dean did. I said, you do it again. Couldn't wait to get in here because I wanted to talk to y'all and let you know just how important it is that you are going to school to matriculate in 4 years. Your first year is very important. I would like for every student in this room today to tell yourself, I am going to have a 3.0 or above by the end of 2014. I'm going to have that. Let me tell you why it's important for you to maintain a high grade point average your first year. Your first year, you're just going to be studying, doing a lot of studying, taking in a lot of information. But the second year, the third year, and the fourth year, we have some wonderful things for you. Dr. Berger and I work with all the students in the school, which consists of approximately 1,600, with regards to internships. We send you down to the city of Houston, and these are all paid internships. And it's like a reward to you. You do well in school, we'll make sure you get an internship. Isn't that great? How many of you would like to have an internship next summer? I see some people who don't have their hands up. Let me tell you, internship is great because they don't pay minimum wage. Some of them pay $17 an hour. Don't you think that's pretty good for a student? Yeah, I think so. And you learn so much, and you want to always have on your resume where you had your internship and what you did. For your junior year, and we will have, if you're interested tomorrow, Mrs. Irene Johnson will be here from 1:45 to 3:45 from NASA. She has the NASA internships and the NASA co-ops. The internships pay very, very well. They pay every 2 weeks $2,300. Would that work for you? Yes. Okay. Okay. But the caveat is this. You have to merit us telling you, come in, I want to sit down and talk with you. I know and will learn every student in this building. Trust me, I will know you. I'm watching everything you do. Dr. Berger is watching everything you do. The dean is watching everything you do. All of us, we're just watching to see who we're going to get. Who we're going to get for the internship. Who we're going to get. Who we're going to get. I mean, what are her grades? What are his grades? You know, we just want you to have it so bad. It's just so nice and so much fun. And it gives you something to look forward to. It's just really wonderful. How many people in this room today came here with the intention of really making good grades, knowing when not to party, and knowing when to get married to that library? How many of you feel that you could do that? I see some people don't choose to put their hand up, and I'm wondering, if not, why? Now, you didn't put your hand up, why? Okay, it's just you. Okay, okay, okay. See, I expect enthusiasm from everybody in here. Can you see the enthusiasm on my face? Isn't it just great? I mean, and I'm not pretending. I really, really enjoy all the students. I really enjoy seeing you do things. Do we have anybody here by the name of Croft from Nashville, Tennessee? Would you come up here, please? Are your parents here?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
They're not. Okay, you come on up. I'm Dr. Allen. Hey, it's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you. Why did you come to Texas Southern University?
Because I got a scholarship.
In what?
Business.
Business? And your major is going to be?
Marketing.
Marketing? Very good. So how do you feel about the orientation?
Was very informing. Know what I need to do to be successful.
Tell me some of the things you have heard me tell you. Come up to this microphone. Tell me some of the things you heard me say this morning.
Internships.
What about them?
You gotta come speak to you at sometime tomorrow morning. You're always looking for bright kids to hire.
No, I didn't say that. See, when I talk, you have to really listen to me, because I'm saying something, okay? No, put your hand back up here. Okay. I didn't say that. What do you really think I said about the internships? Because it was so important what I said. Yeah, you get paid, and you don't do it in the freshman year, right?
Right, you do it
When do you do it?
sophomore, junior
Yeah,
year.
right. And see the gentleman sitting back in the back, that's Dr. Bruce Berger. That's Dr. Berger. He and I work together with these internships for all the students here at the School of Business. Isn't that nice? Yes. Okay. And what else did you hear me say?
Really lost.
Why?
Guess wasn't paying attention there now.
Okay. Well, I want to welcome you here.
Thank you.
And your parents are here in town, or have they gone back?
No, they're in the family orientation.
Okay, very good. Well, I'd like to meet them later on. And again, thank you for coming up. Nice meeting you. Thank you. This is a book that all of you will be having a class out of. This is BADM 101. This is called Reaching Your Potential. Okay? Everybody has to take this course. And I taught it last year and year before last. Had a blast with it. This book is very, very, very important. When you are in an orientation like this, it is very, very respectful not to use your cell phones. I want you to listen to what we have to say. This is not for me, it is for you. Because I have to make sure you succeed here. We take care of our own here at the Jesse H. Jones School of Business. And as you continue to matriculate, you will see exactly what I mean. We are the only school on this campus that has in-house counseling, coaching, and mentoring. My office is right next door where the advisors are. I don't care what the problem is, that's what we do, is resolution. And you probably say, well, I don't need counseling. It's great if you don't, but most people have a space in their life at some time or other where they do need counseling. You'd be surprised the things that happen when you're away from home. Mom is not there, dad is not there, or your favorite person with whom you communicate is not there for you. And you need to have resolution from a professional. I am that person next door to do that. Everything we do is very confidential, and when you leave smiling. Should you come in crying, we wipe the tears away very fast and get you back on a great course again. Would you put your hands together for that? In this book, the students really don't like this book. And the reason they don't like this book is because of some of the content in the book. But this book was chosen by this university. I didn't choose it. The other professors didn't choose it. It's just a book that was chosen by the university and the state of Texas to be used to teach students how to reach their potential. Do you know what it means by reaching your potential? What? Stand up. Come on up here with me, please. You have to move fast because my time is running. I got to take advantage of every minute I'm up here. What do you think reaching your potential is? What is your name?
DeAndre Brown.
DeAndre, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure meeting you too.
Thank you. DeAndre, what do you think reaching your potential is?
Doing the best you can.
Doing the best you can, he says. That's reaching.
Applying yourself.
Applying yourself. And what else?
Studying.
Yes. You did that in order to be here today, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Nobody handed this to you, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay, it's like going to the bathroom. You can't ask nobody. You got to go for yourself. Okay? That's just the way it is. So on this campus, you got to do it. Thank you. You've got to do it for yourself. In this book, it teaches you some of the things that probably I don't think would be acceptable, and they don't think would be acceptable for you to do. They don't bite their tongue about saying it, and I'm going to spell it out to you this morning because when you go down to corporate for interviews, or you go for interviews for internships and the like, you have to know how to speak. And they have a pretty large section here with regards to dialect. And it says dialects are variations of American English that are spoken in particular areas or by particular social groups. The most familiar regional dialects are those of the South. We are in the South. New York City, Boston, and the Midwest. Black English, a dialect spoken by many African Americans, is found in all regions of the United States. It is sometimes called African American English, or what? It starts with the E. Ebonics. Everybody say it. Ebonics. How many know Ebonics in here? Let me see a show of hands. Okay, I'm going to ask you to be honest. Now, if I know it, something's wrong here. How many here know Ebonics? Okay, that's much better. I mean, you can't help but know Ebonics because that's part of, quote unquote, our culture. But corporate says they don't like Ebonics. They just don't accept it. And if you want to work, you have to know that there are things that you can't do. You have to use your teeth and your tongue when you speak, which is called enunciation. You have to stand up straight and tall, which is posture. You have to wear the correct clothes, which is very, very important. We can wear what we want to at a picnic. We can wear a swimming suit and bikini when we go swimming. We wear a wedding dress when we are going to get married. But when we are going for a job with a corporation, they do have guidelines as to how you speak, how you dress, what your attitude is like. All of these things, this book says that you should learn so that you can be prepared. They will not allow you to say, did you? It is, did you? It's not talking. What you talking about? It's talking. It's not, where you going? It's, where are you going? Trust me. You might think, well, that's a little proper. And you're right. It is. But that's what corporate America is looking for. Most in corporate America are not African Americans. It is Caucasian. They do have standards, and we are here to make sure you meet that standard. It's very, very, very important. You should not get offended because I'm explaining to you what this book says. You will learn it. It's right here in the book. I didn't write the book. I taught it. But it's here. So as you're going along day by day here, make sure as you take your English classes and you're in tutoring that you hone up on your English. It's easy to be inspired at Texas Southern University and honor each day and consider your successes as high-end salaries, and your graduation is your bonus for all of your hard work. It's very, very sad for me to see students come in to Miss Wiley and to Miss Romeo to drop classes or to make C minuses, D's, and F's. C minuses, D's, and F's are absolutely unacceptable. You can't, maybe you can graduate with those low grades, but what are you going to do when you go to corporate? You go to a bank if you're going to be in business of your own, and you go to Capital Bank or Chase Bank and say, I want to get a loan, and you can't get it because they want to see what is your transcript, what was your grade point average when you graduated from college. They ask those two things. What is your grade point average? And when you have a grade point average that is not honorable, they say, we can't give you the loan. When you go to corporate, they want to see your grade point average. They want to know that you can write an essay. And I do the grammatical editing here in case you have to have an essay and you need to have it grammatically edited. I would be delighted to help anyone in the School of Business do that because you will be needing them from time to time. So you have to make sure that you are making good grades. You can't miss classes. When I taught my classes, I always had a syllabus. And I didn't put it on blackboard. Everybody got one in their hand. Okay, and that syllabus accumulated 100% of all the things we did in class. And I told all of my students, I said, I don't give grades in my class. You don't? No, I don't give grades. You grade yourself. If you do everything on this syllabi that you're supposed to do, you come to your classes, you do your midterms, you pass your finals, you do your presentations, you do your group presentations, it's all on here. And it all accumulates to 100%. That's a sure A, as sure as I'm standing up here today. Y'all think that's fair?
Yes, sir.
How many think it's not fair? Okay, I don't see a hand. That's fair for you to grade yourself in my class. And every single day before I start a class, I said, let's look at the syllabus. Any questions? Because at the end of the semester, you are going to give yourself the final grade. Now, I had a few, not too many, but I had a few who they just didn't believe it. And sure enough, they got D's and F's. But not a one came to me and said, well, you tell me why I got it. I did the statistics. I said, here's your grade. Here it is. 43 days of class. You were here 41 days. We give you 2 days not to be there. Now you know you're gonna make that's 30% right there. So make sure that you follow the syllabus in your classes. It's very, very, very important to do that. You don't do it, you're a loser. Now your teacher might not tell you that they don't grade. That was just the way I did it because I wanted to be fair. I had no favorites in my class. I was there for every one of the 46 students in my class, and they knew it. I'd like to have Brandon come down, Brandon Cunningham, who is one of our students here. Brandon's going to tell you what he thinks about our counseling here at the School of Business. Would you put your hands together for Mr. Brandon Cunningham? Thank you, Brandon.
I'm sure y'all can hear me because I know I'm pretty loud. First of all, I'd like to welcome you all to Texas Southern. You are at a great university at a great time. There's a lot of changes going on with Dr. Allen here, with Dean Johnson, Dean Berger, Dr. Brown. We have a great staff of people here to help you build the foundation you need to get yourself to the next level. I know you get a lot of information, so I don't want to talk about, bombard you with a lot of stuff. There's a lot of information in order to be successful here. I'm not going to lie. It's not easy, but it's not hard either. It's a very simple equation. Go to class, do your work. Go to class, do your work. Study. If you have issues, if you run into problems, if you hit roadblocks, if you have any kind of concerns, you are very, 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 very fortunate to have the personnel that we have here. Dr. Allen, Ms. Wiley, Ms. Romeo, the deans, Dr. Brown, your professors, Dr. Iqbal, Dr. Bryce. They want to see you succeed. They want to see you do well. I know that firsthand. I didn't take heed when I first came to this university about staying on path, don't get distracted, don't let these things happen. And I had to go in, I had to adjust some things. It pushed my graduation date back. It was not good, it's not good for me. There are so many opportunities that are out there that I'm missing right now because I didn't do what I was supposed to do when I got here the first time around. There are a lot of opportunities out there for you. There's companies, corporations, they want you if you qualify. There are $100,000 jobs, $60,000 jobs, $75,000 jobs out there if you qualify. You live in Houston, Texas. It's energy capital of the world. Only New York City has more Fortune 500 companies in it than any other city in these states. You have a serious opportunity here to be able to take advantage of. The counseling center here, what Dr. Allen does, what all the people here and support here, the professors do, will get you those opportunities if you do the work. It's not hard. It's not hard. If you can fill out the applications, if you can stay on top of your own stuff, worry about yourself. That's it, it's okay. You're in college. Worry about yourself. Be selfish. It's the time to be selfish. Because nobody else is gonna do it for you. Just like you said, you can't go to the restroom for anybody else. No one else will take your test. No one else is gonna have a transcript to pass around with your name on it, but you. Take advantage of the opportunities that you have here and the place that you're in. There are so many resources here. Ask somebody. Open your mouth. You got a problem, speak to somebody. You see me in the hallway, talk to me. There are a lot of people here who are wealth of information that are upperclassmen or junior seniors that are students that come here. You'd be surprised who does what in this building, or who came from where, who knows who. Somebody knows somebody. If you want to do this, ask. Use the opportunity that is in front of you to the fullest. You will be very happy you did.
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you. Okay, I've got about 5 minutes. What is the most valuable academic service? They have a list here of 9 items, and the one that really drew my attention because it involves me is counseling. Counseling is very, very important. I want you to also take away with you these facts. Everybody will not believe in the same thing you do. You probably don't know anyone sitting in this auditorium today. Maybe you've just met them, or maybe you went to high school, but all of you are strangers to each other. You're all different people from different families, from different cities, from different states, brought up different everybody is different. So everybody won't believe everything that you believe in. Don't become upset with them. Just understand that that's just the way life is. And you went away to school, so don't try to go home every chance you get. I see some laughter in the audience. I mean, everybody has maybe a little time when they get homesick, but you're young adults now, and this is not high school, this is college. And if you want to have good grades and a life, you have to work hard for it.